2025, or as I like to call it, the year that anime took the box office. Critically and financially, anime films are finally doing good. And as someone who's been seeing anime films in theaters for a lot of years now, you don't know how happy I feel saying that. In 2022, I was pretty much depressed when Dragon Ball Super Superhero was outbeat by Thor Love and Thunder. 3 years later, Infinity Castle beats every MCU movie released this year combined. Anime films, critically and sort of financially, are doing way better than they ever have been in years. And that's thanks, I think at least, to 3 movies in particular: the Dragon Maid movie, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, and sadly, the subject of today, Chainsaw Man, the Reze Arc. And look, I already know you've paused the video, and you're already going into the comments, and sure, go type your comment, leave your dislike by the door, bye-bye. Look, I love the Reze Arc. I also loved Infinity Castle. Both are literally tied with favorite movie of the year, and I'm so happy that these critically did so good. Do you know how that feels? Again, I've had to live in a year where Dragon Ball Super Superhero did less well than Thor Love and fucking Thunder. I felt like I was going to die. And I think that Infinity Castle and Reze Arc are both 10 out of 10s and that they deserve every bit of praise that they're getting. And thankfully, the Demon Slayer fanbase and Chainsaw Man fanbase could be nice to each other and celebrate each other's success. The end. Oh wait, I'm forgetting something. Fuck you! Shit just always has to be a contest, doesn't it?
Oh no!
Stop jacking off the cartoon characters.
Have we not gotten past this yet? Can't we just, like, celebrate each other's success? Can't we be happy that both Infinity Castle and the Reze Arc both are amazing and incredible in their own right? Apparently not! Now, I know that there are some fans that just like the movie and are also happy that it's doing just as good as Demon Slayer critically. Financially, that's another story. And to that, you have my respect as long as you aren't trying to just obliterate opinions. Yeah, that's what this whole video is about, opinions. Wow! Dude, I thought we got out of the 2010 Sonic fandom era. Apparently, it's coming back in a full force. Every single Chainsaw Man or Demon Slayer post I come across, I see you all arguing in the comments. Dear God, just make out and get over it. This is sad to watch. And I'm not gonna act like this is just a Chainsaw Man fan thing because, yeah, I've seen Demon Slayer fans do this as well. I am not gonna excuse your guys' behavior. Stop it. But from what I've seen, this is mostly a Chainsaw Man fan thing. So, sit down.
So, stop jacking off the cartoon characters.
We gotta talk. First off, I'd like to start with a question. Do you guys know what an opinion is? Don't worry, us Sonic fans didn't either. But like, dude, why can't you just be happy that another anime movie is successful? I know that you're probably sad that your movie didn't do as well as you wanted it to, and that it's not getting as many award nominations as it probably should. Okay, can we just, like, talk about this for a moment? Like, seriously, where the fuck is the Reze Arc, dude? Why is Zootopia and that one fuck-ass Skydance animation movie here? I'm pretty sure nobody even watched the latter. Also, like, Zootopia It just came out, dude. I'm not sure you can nominate movies that fast. Of course, I'm happy that Infinity Castle's nominated. Well deserved, well deserved. Thank you, Astro Awards, for nominating my Go. But some of these other nomination choices are kinda weird. Anyways, back to the actual topic of the video. Again, I get the feeling, I get that you guys are mad that Reze Arc didn't have the amazing success that Infinity Castle had, as well as the fact that it wasn't nominated for an award yet. I said yet, but that doesn't mean you can just clown around and do this kind of shit, because, man, it's getting really fucking annoying. It especially started getting worse when YouTube videos just pop up that have to drag Infinity Castle in the title. You didn't even need to drag Infinity Castle in there. You could have just reviewed Reze Arc. You didn't even need to drag Demon Slayer in there, dude. Come on. Hell, I'm gonna bet most of the people flaming Infinity Castle probably haven't even seen the movie, because these comments are copy and pasted. Mid-Slayer fans, when the animation is the only good thing and the movie is chocked up full of backstories. Yes, acting like the movie has only backstories and nothing whatsoever. Okay, serious question. Do you guys have any other arguments aside from the fact that the movie has quite a lot of backstories? I can list some right off the bat. Why doesn't the Kanao and Doma fight really get brought up until the very end? I get that it's being saved for the next movie, but we still could have gotten a scene with them or two before the end. That's like one of my only problems with Infinity Castle. Holy shit. And you guys act like the movie is solely carried by the fights, which just isn't true at all. Akaza's backstory is too long, and there's no backstories in the Reze Arc. I'm so smart! Well, duh. Of course Akaza's gonna have a long time dedicated to him. Have you seen the Japanese title of the movie? It's literally called Demon Slayer: The Return of Akaza. What was the point of your argument there? And despite it also being really good, the Reze Arc also's got problems, man. Sorry. When Aki's about to drive away, why does Reze just, like, play with two people's dead heads? Just disable the car. You could kill them right now. Disable the fucking car. Some scenes also felt too short. The final battle with Denji and Reze felt a little too short, but it wasn't underwhelming, thankfully. Not to mention, I feel like the ending could have been paced a little better. I'm not talking about when Reze's running back to the cafe only to get trapped by Makima. I'm talking about everything that happens afterward. That scene is perfect. It's just everything afterwards just feels not the greatest way to end a movie. Also, why did this movie need an anime opening? It really didn't. We already know these characters, and we already know what they're up to. We don't really need an anime opening to tell us what's going on. Dragon Ball Super Broly didn't do this. Dragon Ball Super Superhero didn't do this. Jujutsu Kaisen 0 didn't do this. And One Piece Film Red also didn't do this. So, why does Reze Arc? To me, if anything, this felt like it broke the pace a little bit. Also, this bit doesn't have to do anything with the movie. This is just about the theater. The speakers were, like, way too loud during this part, and my ears were really ringing bad, so, like, AMC, you gotta fix your shit. But about the fact that Reze Arc doesn't have really any backstory stuff, yeah, you got a valid point there, I'll give you that one. My point is, stop trying to argue every fucking second to prove your point. You can have your own opinion about the Reze Arc and not drag Demon Slayer into it. These guys are just trying to be happy about their goddamn movie, dude. Do I find it absurd that Reze Arc hasn't gotten any Best Animated Feature awards in anything yet? Oh, absolutely. But you also gotta take into account, Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man are for different audiences. Demon Slayer's geared towards teens, and Chainsaw Man's more geared towards adults. Despite both being shonen, they got different age demographics. And I get that it's easy to nitpick at Infinity Castle for a lot of things, but like, dude, it's gotten to the point where I can say that you are exhausting to deal with on a daily basis. Why can't we just, like, be friends, man? Why can't we just do that? Why does it always have to be a contest? It's Demon Slayer's better than this, Chainsaw Man better than that. Why can't we just, like, agree on something? Why can't we just celebrate each other's critical success? 2025, again, this is the year where anime films are finally being recognized outside of stuff like Pokemon and Studio Ghibli. We shouldn't be arguing, shouldn't be fighting, we should be celebrating. We managed to make history. For the first time in possibly forever, general critics and audiences are preferring anime movies, shonen movies, over stuff like Marvel. Isn't that something to be excited about? Movies outside of Studio Ghibli are winning Best Animated Feature. I've never seen that happen before. And as I look down on all of you, I ask one question. Why are we like this? Instead of celebrating, we're just arguing. We're fighting. We're fighting over which movie has the better animation. Which movie has the better fights. Which one has the better story. Which one has the better score. I got a question. Can we just shut up and get along? Can we just congratulate one another on each other's success? Can we just see each other's goddamn movie? Can we form our own opinion? Is it really taboo to be a fan of both? This is just... it's painful. These movies, both in their own right, beat stuff like Marvel and Wicked and all those mainstream American blockbusters. Hell, stuff like the Minecraft movie, the dumbass Lilo and Stitch remake. And we're just fighting and arguing instead of celebrating these successes. What are we doing here? What are we accomplishing by doing this? If you're watching this, I want you to ask this. I want you to look at your posts, your comments, or your videos and ask, what am I doing by comparing these movies? What am I accomplishing here? It's not really gonna change the way these people see these movies. It's not really gonna change the way one fights over the other. Maybe it's better if we just said, hey, congrats. Congrats on your movie making it to 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Congrats on your movie making $730 million. In my opinion, both Infinity Castle and the Reze Arc are perfect movies. I love both of these movies with my heart. And given the choice of any other movie I've seen this year, I would take these two in a heartbeat, okay? I am honest. I'm not saying this shit because both movies are popular. I want to be honest. I could easily be dunking on Infinity Castle this video and glazing the Reze Arc, but I want to be honest with my opinions. And whether I think one movie is really better than the other, I love both of these movies equally. And that's the thing. I think it's really hard to be both a Demon Slayer fan and a Chainsaw Man fan in today's age. With the critical success of the Reze Arc and the critical and financial success of Infinity Castle, it's become really hard for people not to get into heated arguments. And that's really what's just not been great. What I'm trying to say is that you guys are nuisances. Stop. Just stop. This is gonna come off as hella corny, but like, do you think about what you say before you comment or post? Do you really think about what people are gonna respond with when you post the things you post? Doesn't gotta be this way. You know? Could just be happy that both movies succeeded overall. I mean, after all, these movies did better than every single Marvel movie that came out this year. I'm not kidding. Look at the critical scores on Infinity Castle and Reze Arc, and then look at the critical scores on the new Captain America movie, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four. You are going to be surprised. Anime has finally taken over the box office, and I think that this is a time to celebrate. But instead, we're just stuck in the whole same old, same old. Reze Arc is better because I gooned to Reze. No, Chainsaw Man is mid because I said so. Oh my god, just fucking kiss already. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna go lock myself in the basement now. I gotta go finish Sonic Lost World. Wake me up in a year when people do this with the Gintama and Madoka Magica movie.